the sadness that I felt, the depression that I felt, the feeling less than. I always wanted to feel like the best version of myself. So turning to alcohol and then later on pills was my way of doing that, was my way of escape.
I've been like an emotional person. They kind of always got the best of me. And I think I dealt with it through substances that I had just come across as a teenager, you know. And then through using those to cope, you know, I didn't realize was allowing my issues with emotions and anger to get worse.
The job I had for 9.5 years, I ended up getting fired from there because I was drinking on the job, getting high on my lunch breaks and stuff, but got fired for that.
I'd beat myself up every single time I used, and then I'd do it again, and then it only takes 1 second, you know, one bad moment of something going wrong or you getting mad, then you use, and it could be 5 minutes later, you're like, what did I do that for?
And then I was about 17 years old when I tried fentanyl. It was all downhill from there.
Car wrecks, motorcycle wreck, and then overdoses, suicide attempts. I should be dead.
Oh, I've lost jobs, I've lost apartments, I've lost cars, I've lost my fiance that I had for 2 years. I lost everything, man. I was at the darkest of dark pits.
The farther away I got from Christ, the more bad stuff I caused in my own life, you know.
Like last Father's Day, I received a text from my youngest son, and it wasn't just a happy Father's Day text, it was like a whole paragraph just telling me how great of a father he thought I was, and that he knows I'd be going through some things, and that he wouldn't replace me for anything, because I always make sure he has what he needs, you know. And I just teared up, and I was here the next week.
So my mom gave me a list, and it's like, look to this list and see if there's anything else we can try. And the Refuge was the only thing free on there.
I was thinking that morning, I was like, man, I'm not even gonna go for real. Like, I don't know, why am I even doing this? But something just was pulling at me. Just, if I really wanted to change, this is the change that I'm asking for. I didn't know how to take it at first. There was a lot of joy that I was there from a lot of faces. And I didn't expect all of that at first.
I was glad to be safe. Not just safe from, you know, crime or whatever, but I just mean like, I was safe for myself, you know. I was surrounded by people that cared, people that had the same interests, and again, with Christ at the center of all of it.
When I got here, I prayed a lot more. I got in my word a lot more, and I stopped trying to do it all on my own. Like, I started leaning on people, being open with people. Anything that made me uncomfortable before, like, I kind of made myself do it, regardless if it was uncomfortable or not.
I actually felt hope for the first time that I haven't felt in a long time. Good group of guys, you know, we were all there for each other. Just, you gotta lean on your brothers, because that's who will get you through this program.
You know, an alcoholic for so long, and before that I was a stoner, and then kind of a mixture of both, and various other drugs in my younger years. It's 16 months now, working on 17, of just actually being sober. And then for me, the big thing is just the brotherhood.
Just giving your all to being the best version of yourself, and not only for you, but for everyone else around you.
And then people start pointing out the good things about you just as much as showing you the things you need to work on. And I think those are equally as important, because a lot of times with all the self-negative talk, the hate talk towards yourself, we forget that there's good stuff about ourselves, you know. And to have people around you pointing that out, reminding you, it starts to change the way you think and the way you wake up every day. And
so when I got here, my first class, they gave us some little brown books, and I wrote "Shut Up and Listen" on it. And then as I was in my Bible every day, and I've read the Bible multiple times, but this one verse stood out to me. It was James 1:19, you know, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. To me, that screamed, shut up and listen. Like, I wasn't thinking about that verse when I wrote that, but I knew that's what I had to do if I was gonna make it through this program.
Probably the most surprising thing that happened to me was coming to Christ and being saved. That was something that I would never expect in my life, like if you knew me from before, you wouldn't expect that out of me.
Don't focus on your sobriety. Focus on something that's eternal. Focus on your relationship with Jesus Christ. Put that first, and everything else is going to fall into place.
Yeah, being sober is a choice you got to make every moment of every day. I mean, you accept Christ into you one time, and he's there forever.
Now I feel like I'm being led to lead people to Jesus, though. I've always been a believer in him.
I think when Christ is involved, it's not about getting sober. It's about transforming, transforming your life, the way you think. I don't feel like I'm sober now. I just feel like I've grown. Like I don't have any interest in using or drinking or anything like that. It's just, I just see things clearly now, like positively.